So now we'll read through and edit this paragraph for any grammar mistakes. So starting with the first sentence, with each and every woman before, the home would appear different. Here I see that we can get rid of this and every and just make the sentence more concise, and this way we get our meaning across more clearly. So we change that to with each woman before, the home would appear different. So moving on, a 250-room Vanderbilt for the single mother who wished to be waited on for a change. This sentence sounds good to me. There's no errors. So next, a tropical bungalow for the rebelling daddy's girl who wished for an escape. Here, this daddy's is in reference to the girl here, and this is possessive. So we want to add an apostrophe before the S. Whenever you have someone or something possessing another thing, like a characteristic or another object, you want to add the apostrophe before the S. So moving on, a chick studio for the starving artist who wished just once someone would understand her message. And Sid would understand all the desires of his woman. Here, you'll notice this sentence starts with an and. In general, we don't want to start any sentence with and, because, or, because these are likely to cause errors in grammar. So you'll notice this sentence sounds a lot better without the and there. So Sid would understand all the desires of his women. For Alva, this became her lost family home. Here we want to include a comma before the introductory element. So here we say for Alva, which is introducing this element. So we want to include a comma here. So you'll notice it sounds more clear. For Alva, this became her lost family home. So next, it wasn't until she saw it that she remembers her life before all this woe. So here, this remembers, you'll notice it doesn't quite sound right, and that's because the tense here doesn't match. So saw is past tense, but remembers is present tense. So because this actually took place in the past, we can tell by the before here, we want to change this to remembered. So then it changes into, it wasn't until she saw it that she remembered her life before all this woe. It was where her father grew peach trees and her mother wrote her music, where she and her sister swam in the pool until they were so tired that they had to nap under the sun's rays, a perpetual summer of warmth and ease. So you'll notice that this sentence sort of stands alone and doesn't really add much meaning. So here we can combine these two sentences by including some sort of sentence conjunction. So a comma would work here, so would a semicolon. So we're going to use a comma here. So we'll say, comma, a perpetual summer of warmth and ease. So now this turns into, where she and her sister swam in the pool until they were so tired that they had to nap under the sun's rays, a perpetual summer of warmth and ease. Sid and Alva spent months at that farmhouse, each thinking they had finally found a balance between demon and divinity, but one can only muffle his or her darkness so long before it musters enough strength to shout into the mind of its master. So here you'll notice that this again is two ideas in one sentence. So each thinking they had found a balance, but one can only muffle darkness. So here we can include another piece of punctuation to connect these two. So we'll use a semicolon this time. Oops. So that will round out that sentence. So next, both grew doubtful. Alva, doubtful that she could stay with someone who reminded her so much of the family she has lost. So here, again, reminded is a past tense word, and has is a present tense word, so we want to change this has into a had so that the tenses match up here and the sentence agrees with itself. So finally we have Sid, doubtful that he would ever really fully trust her without that deadly proof he asked of each lady before her. So here we have two adverbs. In general, we want to try and minimize the number of adverbs that we have. This will help with the way the sentence sounds and being concise when we write. So you'll notice Sid, doubtful that he would ever fully trust her without that deadly proof he asked of each lady before her. Sounds much better than the first.